And here we are, guys. Game 1 in this best of 2. Viking taking on Beast Coast. I am joined by the wonderful Nomad as he sits himself down.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm nice and fresh, ready and waiting. I'm very excited for today. 2 best of 2s and a best of 3. We get into the playoffs for Hamburg.
Yeah, it really is coming down to it now where teams are being threatened with elimination. With, Viking definitely one of them as well. They really, really need this win if they want to stand a chance of being able to secure their way into the playoffs. Of course, the bottom team from the groups will be eliminated. And let's not forget our eyes in the sky, Mr. Scriff doing the work. Golden fingers. Golden eyes.
All right. Oh, look at that.
The 3-man skewer. Not bad. Not bad.
The Monkey King was up there as well, ready and waiting to pounce. For Flash.
Wait, he still gets it?
Oh, Flash.
He still gets it.
Get the second one
as well. Don't worry.
I believe in you.
Way. Ouch. Well, there's your first blood. He will grab 1 bounty rune for his team, but getting first blood, perhaps not super worth it there, Gareth?
I don't know, man. He keeps all the heroes down there, so Queen of Pain gets, the first 5-6 seconds free to manipulate her wave. There's no block from Chrislock, so I think it is worth it overall.
Now he gets a Wraithman coming out to him. Eh. Oh well. Schofield being harassed up by Cube pretty badly here. He a couple more right clicks and he might be going down. Cube can't close the gap, however, but that's that Bazzy. He's still looking for it here. This guy is optimistic, but I'm fairly certain he doesn't have the range.
Yeah, may not realize Boots Magnus, 353 move speed, no catching him. So tri-lane on tri-lane. Frost on the gyro with Flash, Wyvern. A bit of an interesting one here for the Radiant team. At level 1, they actually are pretty strong with Fade Bolt, Arctic Burn, and Rocket Barrage, but they've got homing missiles. They don't have that Rocket Barrage magic damage. Interesting. But I think Beast Coast need a few more levels before they can even think about threatening kills, whereas this Viking side most certainly can push for them.
Oh, great deny that from the Queen of Pain. Chrislock does not get that range creep despite using the Boundless Strike for it. It is costly. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, it's Whisper versus Bone 7, the Conquer versus the Abaddon, which I favor the Abaddon on. And, I mean, it's easy to say when he's getting his ass beaten like this, but Abaddon does do very well in vacuum matchups.
Yeah, in these 1v1s, you think about the old Tidehunter 1v1s, where he's able to slam down melee heroes. It's a very similar situation, except Whisper here. Oh, he's actually pushed his wave, but he'll be fine.
So, looking at the carry versus carry matchup, because I think it's something we always need to focus on when we're looking at Beast Coast with Hector. It is the Life Stealer into the gyro, which we already said is fairly advantageous for the Life Stealer.
Yeah, just having rage against all the magic damage early on especially. I liked your point about the ability to kite, but bottom lane Frost is still being got on.
Yeah, that's a little bit painful for him.
His head-to-head's getting a bit messy. But yeah, as the game goes on, the Gyrocopter with a few move speed items, as long as he's able to keep out of range of Fortune's End and or open wounds, should be able to keep pumping your damage out without too many problems.
But there's something which none of us picked up on the draft, which I'm now seeing, is that they've got a Cold Embrace on the Wyvern. There is absolutely 0 magic damage on the side of Beast Coast. There is none.
Oh yeah.
Stinger these bottom. Cold Embraces are going to
Stinger.
Oh, he's getting low. He's getting low. The Arctic Burn, the Frost. They can't get the range on him to cancel that self, so Stinger's going to be fine.
Absolutely fine and dandy. Yeah, magic damage is there from Oracle and that's it. Honestly, don't underestimate Purifying Flames. It is a lot of magic damage when you get up to level 4. 360 is, enough to nuke pretty much anyone down if they're being healed up by a Cold Embrace. But you're absolutely right. They've got Cold Embrace, they've got the reset tools of both Kunkka Boat and Winter's Curse. So if the Gyro does get gone on, or even the Queen of Pain gets jumped upon, they've got these abilities to halt the team fight, make sure they can reset, and then get their big ultis going.
Yeah, great point. These can make all the differences when you're playing against these large initiation spells. But there's a lot of them in this game,
Mastermind mid has a blink in 2 seconds time. Chrislock is playing with. He's got 5 stick and he's also got Mischief up. So Mastermind very likely here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
yep.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what Chrislock.
Yeah.
He still had 8 stick charges. Didn't use them. Nor did he use Mischief. He just wanted to die, I guess. That's just happened. Yeah.
He says, "Okay, that was unexpected." Despite Gareth telegraphing it very nicely for you, but anyway.
Well, that's the Queen of Pain. Sometimes you just don't play against a hero for a while. Mastermind brings it out and says, "Howdy, I'm a QoP. I've got level 3 Shadow Strike."
And other times it can be the calculation of, well, if I die, I come back on full health and mana. If I out of XP range, then I'm losing the lane anyway. He's doing all right though. 20-1. I don't know. It was definitely a mistake.
Yeah, for sure. But you're right. Lane isn't going poorly at all. And now with a double damage rune, he should be able to secure himself the next, 30 seconds, maybe even a minute of laning phase prowess and dominance for the Monkey King. But I want to keep my eyes bottom lane because, again, they're going in on Stinger.
Yeah, ooh, the skewer comes in, throwing them back a little bit further. Stinger still close to the action, but K1 also losing its health fairly quickly here. Viking showing dominance in this bottom lane. They have a lot of spread damage to put out here, but struggling to really finish off any kills. Lack of nukes starting to show. Look at Frost just charging in. The rage is used, which means Stinger's going to take the entire rocket barrage. Oh no, they needed to share the damage, but K1 says, nope, you will take it all, my Oracle friend. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Chris Luck now gets a solo kill. Goodness gracious me.
Mastermind not respecting the DD.
Yeah, must have been the tree dance there, I would imagine. Or maybe they just manned up on each other. Hard to say.
Just going in on each other, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't no tree dance used, so.
And he gets to pop the shrine as well.
Ah, sweet delicious.
Man, bottom lane again. Hector very far forward, doesn't really have any assistance behind him.
Masterminds come over. Oh, the Sonic Wave tears through two of them immediately. They're going to find Stinger in the trees. Mastermind perfectly blocking him in. Stinger caged up and manages to find his way around, juking through the trees, but there's not really any way to run. In fact, he's just going to run into Frost, but Cube will take the kill. Dear me, that was a complete massacre. Bodies bestrewn in the bottom lane as Mastermind makes his way back over towards the mid.
Annihilating the entire tri-lane of Beast Coast. All three heroes dying, and now they start wondering, where do we go? Magnus looks like he's going to try and stack some jungle camps, or I don't know what. He's got Empower Skewer. He's not really a hero. Oracle probably just going to have to sit behind the Lifestealer, who now, I don't know why he's heading bottom. I think it would be nice to see him pop up the top and get free farm.
That boat, oh my, Bone 7, making some plays here. Is he okay? He's got the X marks as well, but they're so damn fast, closing in the gap, no problems at all. Although, the root is popped. There's a shrine popped up, and now
Mastermind wants Chris Luck.
On the other side. Oh no, the haste is over. Mastermind's on top of him. Chris Luck being run down. He's got another blink available and a screen with it as well on top of Chris Luck. And good night, sweet prince. Oh, doesn't have yeah, now he's got the dodged it out, but nah. He's dead.
Mankey die.
Monkey dead.
Bottom lane, Stinger under the tower. He's been hounded by Flash and Frost.
Yeah, K1, I mean, he's just throwing in some right clicks, but what can he really do? The Lifestealer just has so little to offer to this lane.
So the Observer Ward there, yeah, Scriff, you see it. That's a beautiful panic ward, the battle ward. In the middle of hectic situations, sometimes you just plop a bit of vision down to see what's going on, find out where your enemies are coming from.
Yeah, gonna doubt that one, I'm afraid.
What do you mean doubt? He's put a ward down to see where.
I don't doubt what you're saying. I just doubt how effective this ward is going to be for them.
As long as Hector keeps using quelling on the trees, it's fine.
I love it when you see supports coming in with the quelling blade to try and remedy their mistakes with the tango. It's just like, yeah, no, it's a good ward if I eat this tree, this tree, this tree, and this tree.
Cube rotating mid. Schofield sat behind Chris Luck as Magnus babysits Monkey King. It's become a bit awkward here for Beast Coast. You know, they've an exceptional laning phase top lane with a 56-18 Abaddon is probably what they're relying on to set the tempo when we get to about 10 minutes in and the laning phase breaks down. I'm just wondering how well Abaddon will be able to do that against a Kunkka who has similar levels of farm as Chris Luck. He's been found in his triangle.
Yeah, and they're just bullying him. They're surrounding him and bullying him, and oh, hi, Mastermind. Did you want that kill? He certainly did. Throws out the Sonic Wave and grabs it for himself.
And a DD rune to boot, so now he can actually go and rotate top. Kunkka should be ready to fight here. Has boat, X mark up, 4 points in Tidebringer.
I like the point you were making, though, about the Kunkka having similar levels of farm. Whilst there's way more deniers on Whisper, probably has a level advantage.
Hector dies to the DD bot.
Oh, dear.
I thought he was... I didn't call it because I thought he was TPing out, but Mastermind just about had enough damage.
But we're keeping our eyes up on top here. As they're jumping on top of him, the boat is going to come down, earn the Kunkka a little bit more HP with that run. They're trying to chop through him here. Whisper getting to work, and there's that Cold Embrace doing its job. However, there is a silence, a slow. The right clicks come flying through from Whisper, and they will be able to clean up Bone 7. And now they look towards the Wyvern as well. Flash on the run, but he is so damn slow. He's going to drop as well. Whisper doing work with Stinger up here in the top lane. Beast Coast, they bite back.
Well, there's a partial answer to my question, right? Whisper very much showing that even with similar levels of farm, he's just enough ahead with that experience you were mentioning on the Kunkka to be able to rip him to shreds. My point was mainly about kind of catching and team fighting, defending towers, the normal movements we see in the mid game, whether or not this Abaddon will be able to do the same as...
Seven's just being jumped immediately again here by Whisper and Stinger. Is anybody going to come to his rescue right now? No, but he doesn't really need it. He's got the X mark. Yeah, it's not the same situation at all.
Yeah, because they both bring different things, right? This Kunkka very good at catching, looking for kills, maybe pairing up with the Queen of Pain to roam around the map and find targets. Whereas Abaddon is very much going to be grouping up with, 2 or 3 of his teammates to push objectives, get towers with that max level Curse of Avernus now up.
Is he finishing this drums, or is he looking towards being greedy and grabbing a Radiance or something?
Oh, I always say Radiance. Yeah, it's my favorite item. Always go Raddy. But I don't know. He's got 1900 gold. He's probably considering it.
He needs to be the tempo controller. I'm not sure how greedy beastcoast want to be with this.
He may also be wondering... Yeah, he may also be wondering if he goes for, a Vlad or a Solar Crest or something like that. He's probably got in his mind that he wants one of these early game items, Medallion or Drums or Vlad's, something along those lines. But I think you might be right. 2k saved up is a pretty... It may honestly just be like an Aghanim's Rush. We've seen it from Night Stalkers. We've seen it on Abaddon as a second item. But
Scriff just points out that Lycia's got Midas Radiance queued up for himself. But to be honest, we wanted to see the right-click build from him anyway, and that's what we were saying earlier. I'm still kind of on board for that one. Double Radiance, who knows?
Double Raddy.
I'm sure they're
having an argument right now. Abaddon's saying, hey...
I build Radiance.
Hey, it's a race to Radiance. They're trying to have this agreement where the first one to get Relic is able to actually buy the Radiance of the team.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm much favoring the Abaddon in that situation.
Me too. Mid lane tier 1 shove. Catapult wave comes in around 10 minutes, and 4 heroes from Viking all converging on that location. Not giving up too much elsewhere either. They might lose their top tier 1 to this Abaddon level 4 curse, powering through the tower, but they should be able to defend their bottom one relatively easily. Map advantage Viking so far.
Yeah, they're doing a good job playing this high tempo, which we expect from them.
The kill score 10-4, but net worth lead 2k just clipped up to there for Beast Coast. The team with 6 fewer kills leading in the gold gaining department.
Yeah, that can happen, especially with some power on the Magnus. And they're going to go.
Speaking of Magnus, he's getting found by Gyro.
He's going to get dropped here. Frost chasing deep, using those drums and finding the action.
Uses all of his spells as well. Homing Missile, Cool Down, Dump It All, Kill Magnus. He's off the map. That means there's no Empower. That means they're farming slower. Oh, now Viking can maybe go and push for more plays. Mastermind has an Invis rune halfway to his Orchid. Not going to move forward, though. Pops the Invis in the trees. It doesn't look like anyone from Beast Coast is going to show themselves.
Your name offends me.
All right, then. Oh.
I wonder who's he talking to?
This is a spicy gank attempt here as the Infest Bomb Rubik is going to come out from Viking here.
I'm sorry, what?
yeah, it's coming down, and Chris Luck's like, Jesus, what is happening to me right now? They get but the RP coming in response. Chris Luck going to pop the ultimate. They've got him dead to rights right now. 2 heroes popped immediately. The Infest Bomb Rubik didn't work in the slightest.
Spicy, yes, but dear Lord, didn't expect Carolina Reaper to come popping out. Oh, that Queen of Pain, jeez Louise. Really nice turnaround by Beast Coast, though. This is one of the issues when you're playing into Beast Coast. You know that they're going to be very tight-knit, farming triangles, farming these nice plateau areas on their high ground in the jungle. So going into that spot, you have to have a feeling, even though you have an Observer Ward, you see one hero, you need to know that there's going to be 1, if not 2, behind the target you're going for. 2 big ultis, Wukongs, and RP expended, but for the Rubik Queen of Pain, kills absolutely worth it. Beast Coast now find themselves in prime position to continue with this Empower acceleration.
Yeah, and look at their cores. Topping up the net worth chart right now. The Monkey King insanely high level as well. Things need to change for Viking right now. They need to be making successful rotations. I want to see them going as 5 and just making a statement on the enemy side of the map.
Well, the Abaddon decided he went Vlad's, and now it looks like he's going to head into Hood and or Pipe.
Yeah, getting the auras. I like this much more. It just allows him to do stuff like this without, well, I mean, he might die here anyway, but he's making space. or something.
He's so strong. He's 1v5ing, not dying.
Coming in. He's actually coming into this one. They want to fight this one. Frost is going to be the target for now. Lysander is on top of him, but there comes that cold embrace, buying him a little bit of time. But the Sonic Wave coming through with the cooldown as well. They
Oracle
can't quite
heals.
finish him off, though. They need a little bit more to rip through Chris Luck. The X-Mark's out onto him, though, and this should be a kill. Mastermind will finish him off. Stinger on the run now. The Flat Cannon doing its job. Whisper still alive through all of this. Will make his way under the tier 2 tower and to relative safety. However, they still have the homing missile onto him. Meanwhile, the rest of Beast Coast are able to escape. Looks like this fight will come to an end.
The lack of magic and nuke damage very apparent there on Beast Coast. Even though the Gyro ulti overlapped onto the Winter's Curse and didn't get the full damage output from it, that Sonic Wave onto 4 of them was absolutely spectacular. And yes, you've got Oracle to heal and sustain, but it's single target. It is one hero that you can save and heal up. This Vlad isn't giving you the burst heal you need against Sonic Wave and all these big AoE nukes that are coming out of Viking. So it's still a waiting game here for Beast Coast. I don't think they can take head-on-head 5v5s unless they have a Blink RP, at the very least.
Yeah, that is something they need to look towards. However, I'm not sure the Magnus is going to be there anytime soon. Meanwhile, Rubik taken to the trees. A tree Rubik.
Jumpy, jumpy.
Meanwhile, Whisper finds himself.
I'm glad they fixed that bug. When you stole Tree Dance previously, you could only get the actual jump up and you didn't get the jump down spell on Rubik. Yeah. Very glad Rubik gets the proper abilities now. Still looking reasonably decent here for Beast Coast. Net worth lead still in their favor. And this Magnus with level 4 Empower now is also well on his way to Blink Dagger, so that teamfight contribution will only increase. I'm just looking at this Viking side and wondering when they actually feel their strongest, because they don't have big items yet. The Orchid on Queen of Pain is still coming, and when she has that, it's a completely different beast. She can potentially solo pick off heroes like the Lifestealer, who usually feel invulnerable against magic damage dealers.
Yeah, one item which Lifestealer really hates is a Silence, because he doesn't want to be building Manta or anything like that.
You might have to this game.
Yeah. It's a real threat. Although, when you've got the Oracle and the Abaddon, and these are two very good sources of Purge, so yeah, it should be enough, I hope.
That is also true. If they're nearby. Which they should be. You can see the kind of daisy chain. Stinger holding the far left-hand side of that top jungle, just watching for any rotations in, watching for any smoke ganks coming through. And they had, 3 heroes all linked up, holding hands pretty much through the jungle. Now they start to spread out across the map. Beast Coast going towards that more natural mirror movement where the Dire team takes control of the bottom side of the map, the Radiant jungle side, and also farms just offset back towards their triangle. But look at these wards from Flash. He's gone so deep in. He's got multiple wards watching exactly where Beast Coast are setting up.
Sick ganks from Cube.
And all these wards are outside of sentry range as well. He's put them in these awkward positions that still give him the primary vision he requires.
Meanwhile, there's a bit of a go in the bottom lane. Whisper being tickled. Yeah, just, giving him a couple of love taps here and there. Might be turning into a little bit more, but Jesus, look at him go. He's flying away. Meanwhile, Flash behind, looking for the alternative kill. Stinger is going to be the target. He's going to ult himself up, but they're just going to start plowing into him, just stacking up that damage. And when that ends, he's going to pop.
And even with all that commitment onto the Oracle and the Abaddon, I guess, the Beast Coast, they don't get the tier 1 mid. They drop it very low, but just the TP from Flash and then Bone 7 to follow makes sure that the commitment is not there from the South Americans. They should be looking to deny that tier 1. Not just yet. They want it still as a platform to TP to try and defend it. They'll probably give it one more defense, but it should be a denial coming out.
Rubik. Oopsie.
I don't know what Cube was doing over there.
He got his tree eaten.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fighting bladed down.
Beautiful.
Whisper, the lumberjack kill.
Get him good.
Ooh. Big timing is coming out now from both teams, actually. A BKB finished up, a Radiance finished up, and
Blink
the
back.
Gyrocopter finishes off an Aghanims, and Mastermind finishes off for a Orchid. This game has just changed pace for just about and Magnus has a Blitz.
And Monkey has BKB. So we've got BKB.
Yeah. I already said that one.
Oh, sorry. A core BKB on each side. Okay, calm down. I thought you said Gyro BKB twice, okay?
Gyro doesn't have a BKB. He's got an Aghanims. Pull it together, Gareth.
Where's his BKB?
Doesn't need it.
Just get one.
He's naked. He wants the Aghanims instead. Aghanims drums. increase that farm potential, a little bit of passive damage. It's super annoying for the Lycia to play against as well. I am questioning his Maelstrom he's got queued up next. I don't like that on the gyro.
It's the hardest point of Gyro's item builds. Do I go Ags BKB or do I go Ags Maelstrom? Do I need damage or do I need to survive? And very often you don't get the answer until after the team fight, in which you should have made the decision.
But do 2 of the enemies have a source of magic immunity? Yes. Therefore, probably not. But what do I know?
There's also the mischance. Maelstrom going through the mischance is fine for Radiance against Lifestealer. But this is really where Beast Coast group up. Yeah, they've come into the jungle, deep ward into the Radiant side, but smoke behind.
Mastermind under the cover of night, looking for it right now, and they're going to engage. The RP comes out onto 2, holding them still, but the cooldown's going to come in, and the Winter's Curse as well, locking down the Oracle. Can they finish the job though? They really need to. No, it gets the ultimate off, as in goes the Monkey King, but he's going to get stolen, RP'd, held still. Chris Luck struggling with the initiation right now. Bone 7 is going to be the target. Sting is going to drop. Bone 7 still alive, despite being raked by Whisper. Mastermind in the backline with the Sonic Wave. Nobody is dying right now. Nobody seems to want to fall. Meanwhile, Rubik seeing the Wukongs now as well, trying to turn this onto K1. K1
he's doing it.
He can't fight into the Wukongs with Frost as well. Meanwhile, in the backlands, Schofield trying to make some plays, but Chris Luck is dead. He's going to follow as well. The Magnus taken out of the equation, and this is going to be 4 heroes dead. Viking take the messiest fight I have ever seen, but they do it in style anyway.
Goodness
Rubik,
gracious me.
my God. So, I mean, that Wukongs, it definitely made a difference. I don't know how much damage he did, but
yeah, it felt like it was
2,000 damage. That's a lot of damage.
That's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Dear me. But yeah, the fact that it was a nice smoke coming in from Viking, the long wraparound.
14 Basilius toggles, okay.
Who, Cube?
Yeah.
He's just getting bored in team fights, man.
It's like, how fast is this guy's brain going that he's like, I'm just going to toggle.
Is that real? I remember it being bugged once and it like was linked to your...
Yeah, true.
So I remember
that as well.
that was like 2 TIs ago when people were toggling treads. It showed that it was toggling Bassi or Aquila or something, but never mind. Great smoke from Viking. The long wraparound into their own shrine. Really caught Beast Coast off guard there, but I just don't understand. Like Beast Coast going for the RP onto the Kunkka. Yes, they catch the Queen of Pain, but there was no Wukongs on top.
They get the Aegis despite Whisper trying to come in and disrupt things a little bit, but there's not much he can do. K1 even coming onto Frost right now. Frost, though, he is not really interested in K1's advances.
That's still a shield.
Flash, yeah, he was looking for something sneaky there. Meanwhile, Q in some trouble. Oh, Chris Luck trying to get on top of him, but they'll be fighting under Shrine. It feels like the call is get out. Or maybe get onto Bone 7 instead. The BKB is being popped right now. I'm not too sure about this Beast Coast. There comes the Winter's Curse holding back 1. K1 still chasing, but there is that cold embrace. Bone 7 still alive, running himself out. Finally gets brought down, but Frostcut's coming in on the backlines. He's going to get to work on some heroes, but they can't really find a target to cohesively get on run top of it right now. Meanwhile, Chris Luck, he's used the ultimate. Frost stuck inside it right now. He's going to die to 1 Wukong's command. No one is coming in for the second one. Cube making his way back into this fight. Uses the RP though, throws it back into the RP's Cube. Why not? And then he just comes in and throws up Chris Luck anyway. Meanwhile, Flash, he's gonna cold embrace himself. There's nothing they can do about that for the time being, but down goes Schofield. Flight, I don't even know how he got there. He's up there for some reason. Stinger running out as well. Beast Coast cut their losses, getting a little bit too carried away, but then again, they did get, as you see there, a couple of buybacks. So a really brutal game so far. These teams, they feel like they're fighting for like the 40th minute, and this is just 22 minutes into the game, but they're buying back, committing everybody. And this isn't what Beast Coast want to be doing. This isn't the Dota they like playing. They like bringing as few people to team fights as possible in order to draw things even. But they have to bring everybody, and it's still not going their way just yet.
That was one of the most bizarre fights I have ever seen. You know, it's by the tier 2 top Radiant side of the map. It's not like it goes through past the shrine into tier 2 as this Beast Coast side just gets sucked in, vacuumed towards an awful position to fight in. Schofield, I just don't understand the blink RP onto the solo Rubik. A bizarre decision.
And then Rubik's just like, I've got low health Monkey King in front of me. That's pretty neat.
But also the fact that Frost decided to go 1v1 against the Monkey King in the middle of Wukong's command was an awkward decision as well. So just
going into
a whole bunch of
into a Monkey King is generally inadvisable, but
it really was just like you could tell both teams were in this hectic panic mode. Go like just go for this target, go for this Monkey King, kill this guy, just try and do anything you can, because there wasn't a plan there. I don't think either of the teams actually had a plan on what they were going to try and do.
Well, we can now take a couple of minutes to sit back and maybe consider what position both teams are at right now. K1 somehow still leading this net worth chart.
And power is one hell of a drug.
It really do be.
14k up the top. Gyro doing very well. Frost, of course, with that Maelstrom, accelerates his farm rate. It looks like he's got Satanic queued up, so not even bothering with BKB.
K1 getting a good amount of damage onto the tier 3 right now.
Do they have RP again? Yeah, they do. It's ready now. So this could be a good spot for Beast Coast to do this real nice two-lane push where they hold the high ground, where the Oracle's standing now, get a couple of wards down, and you just push into mid while also shoving bot, because you've already accessed the high ground in the tier 3 there, which is the more natural place for the Radiant to defend. They don't necessarily want to defend tier 2. But in fact, they go for the long shift up to top. This could be a wave cut. We've seen a lot of teams doing this. When your enemy wave is reaching your tier 2 on one of the side lanes, you go towards the opposite tier 2 and cut the wave there instead.
The point I would like to make, though, is you can't over-rely on RP in this game. It's a good spell. It does allow the Lifestealer to kind of get a couple of hits on people. But you've got then a really easy target to just throw the boat on top, you know, get that run buff on the heroes. You've also got a Cold Embrace and the Winter's Curse. And then the Rubik's been doing a fantastic job on stealing this RP as well, so at least he's done it once.
Yeah, I think
consider that fantastic.
I think Magnus genuinely just has to wait. Like, maybe he can go for a Blink Skewer play to displace one of the enemy heroes, but I think with RP, you're absolutely right. He just has to be much more patient, wait out the boats, wait out potentially the Winter's Curse, and then when Radiant are starting to dogpile onto a Lifestealer, onto a Monkey King, that's when you want to be able to turn around with an RP.
Now with the Aphotic Shield on Rubik as well, you absolutely have to catch him in this RP when he's got Aphotic Shield, because he's just going to wake up whoever is important.
And with that Ether Lens, it is from a long-ass range as well.
Yes, yeah, it's really strong. I love how Cute's playing this game. Again, big Cute fan here.
Yeah, incredibly strong player. Now here is the tier 2 push mid. They've not dealt with the bot lane, but it looks like they want to transition up to top after this mid tower, Beast Coast. And with Roshan, 3 minutes until potential spawn? This is just going to be the slow and steady build back up to where we should be. There's the dire side. Mastermind.
Yeah, he's having some fun with Whisper right now, seeing if he can just pop off that ultimate. Won't be able to do so. Oh, no, still chasing. Not giving up just yet. Giving Beast Coast a lot of information on where their heroes are, though. And he's still going for this. There you go. There you go. You've got it. You happy now, Mastermind? Well, they're just going to ulti him. The rest of Viking getting in position right now. They're going to be able to take him down a second time without much issue. Beast Coast, they were trying to set up for like a RP or something, but they didn't have their cores too close. And Hector's seen farming this one. Oh no, the skewer kebab he's brought back and made lunch for by Chris Luck and Hector. And they're looking towards Cube now as well. Cube, he's staying out of vision though. Thank you, Nighttime.
Yeah, Monkey has this.
Or has he? Chris Luck is hunting.
Monkey has the Tree Dance cast range now, so he actually leapt from bottom lane all the way back up at the same rate as Lifestealer went from mid lane to top lane as well. It was, they were looking for the setup, you're right. They had the RP ready and waiting for, a 4-man or a 5-man there. Just a little bit too far away with the cores to actually go and commit for it.
They're going for a cheeky push, but oh no, the battle strike. Oh, it's not there in time. They didn't see him. Didn't have vision in the night time. Don't forget that Monkey King doesn't quite have the same vision in the night as he used to. Used to be crazy.
Yeah, he needs to go for the talent now if he wants that kind of vision. But no one ever does. You want the attack speed. I think most Monkey players go for the double 15 and 20 Primal Spring range and damage talents, even if they do go for the attack speed talent first.
Yeah.
Well, this is the part of the game now where, Gyro's going to find himself pushing out that bottom lane as best he can, while really the top kind of 2/3 of the map is going to belong to Beast Coast as they push forward. Should look to reward up the Northern Shrine on the Radiant side of the map.
I gotta be honest, I'm just really looking forward to the next fight. When these guys properly engage into these fights, it's really fun. They're just throwing out all these different spells. It's been so chaotic, and right down to the very last play, and like Hector, he's looking for Bone 7 on the rebound, but he gets thrown back. They're actually picking out the tier 3 once again. Beast Coast feeling strong right now.
Yeah, Halberd up on Hector now, so he's got Ratty Halberd, tons of evasion.
He's even got an AC.
And an Assault Cuirass on top, but it's that disarm against the ranged Gyrocopter that's going to be super handy.
Viking, you just lost a tier 3. No one seems to mind about that. Alrighty. Monkey behind. Oh, they actually seen here. Can they take down the tree? Cube gets it. They lift him up. They throw him down the Sonic Wave. They get the kill onto Chris Luck. They get what they came for, but they leave someone. Can they chase any further than this? A TP out in the trees from Stinger, a TP out in the trees from Schofield, a TP out under Rage for K1, and that is going to be a full retreat from Beast Coast.
No stragglers except the Monkey King. I didn't even realize he was up there, you know. I saw the rest of Beast Coast back up.
Scroof was on the case.
Sees everything. And Roshan potentially about to respawn. 45 seconds until the big man returns. Monkey King will be alive to contest it. And Whisper will be walking inside, scouting it out, see what's going on.
Wait, who had those Titanic? Was that Gyro?
Gyro, yeah.
Ooh. Tasty. Ha! Get daggered, scrub.
Or the Lotus, yeah. And then the shield from Cube, so it's like reflecting a spell to have it only dispelled by a stolen spell.
Dota.
Exactly, Dota 2. Oh, Frost.
It's a video game.
Yeah,
yeah, they're just kind of poking at each other. No real committal there from our old piratey friend with the X marks.
In any other circumstances, the Magnus goes and blinks RPs just for solo Gyro there, but the fact that this Rubik consistently has a Photic Shield is just such a pain in the backside for Magnus to handle.
It ain't easy.
Well, Oracle has his first item of the game. Urn of Shadows is done. Very powerful in Oracle, almost a requirement to play the hero.
Yeah, it gives you some nice bit of healing inside the ultimate. Can't be cancelled off.
Yeah, exactly. The fact you can't cancel it is the best part. Amplify up that Urn healing. Spirit Vessel even better, of course.
Yeah, if you can get there. We don't see it that often. But this game, possibly, still pretty even. I like how everyone was just brawling. On the 22-minute mark, everyone kind of went, all right, let's get a bit silly now. Let's stop
I'm not
fighting.
a fan of this.
Yeah, now everyone stopped fighting. We've just had nearly 10 minutes of cat and mouse with alternating feline and rodent.
Well, Chris Luck is Tom, and I think Queen of Pain is Jerry. Mastermind. RP's coming.
Where's the Acme Hammer? It feels like it's coming out, but they back him off. The Shiva's enough. Just sending a message as Cube comes flying in. He's like, what up? I want part of this, but we'll throw away the Magnus. I want you not.
Try and break some of the monkey's trees.
Who knows?
Bone 7 now working on an AC. Vlad, Solar, Assault Cuirass. This boy's tanky. And again, it comes back to the point you made. The lack of magical damage and the prominent physical damage from the Dire team. Bone 7, I think, has the ideal, the optimal item build. Armor, armor, armor.
Armor. They're just stacking up on it, and why not? I mean, there's nothing else to worry about. So, the Roshan is up. Both teams know about it. Both teams positioning themselves for a potential engagement here. Mastermind runs in, grabs that in this room. Okay, all right. Yeah, get that dagger on it. Here we go again, and Cube, where are you?
Cube.
Cube.
Shield.
Cube, shield.
Shield me.
Shield him.
Shield me.
Well, they've got bigger things to worry about as a Lifestealer comes running up onto the high ground.
He has BKB.
Oh, playing around with him. Oh, he does. BKB Lifestealer. That's twice the magic community.
They can kill Shrine here, right? They've taken a tier 3. Wyvern TP. Interesting. Yeah, cancel that one.
Oh, no, don't worry. Mastermind is on the case. But Frost, he's getting jumped upon right now. He's losing his health. It's actually down to about half HP, but trying to turn it around with the flat cannon, but not really doing enough as Whisper gets on top of him, but he will be able to run himself away just so fast. Meanwhile, Mastermind going onto the backlines right now, but can't find himself a kill. Stinger should be brought down, but the skew up the RP even used onto Mastermind there, and that's going to bring him down, isolated from his team, as everyone else was worrying about Hector. A little bit cut off there as Mastermind will fall, and the Oracle survives.
A little bit odd that it felt like Mastermind just looking to commit, and Gyrocopter didn't pop Satanic in that fight. Waited, backed himself up, survived, and then used Satanic a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Just now on the creep wave, yeah.
Oh, I see.
But I didn't see it happen. Mastermind went on the Oracle, I assume.
They're still going for this AR, and they're going to buy back on the Queen of Pain so she can get back into this fight. And Nice Winter's Curse going to hold them back for the time being, but not really doing a whole lot thanks to the magic community. They will be able to finish off Bone 7 here, and now they've come looking forward for more. Frost taken to the front lines right now. Mastermind blinks back, still looking. Maybe the Lifestealer could be a target. He's stunned up, but they find Stinger on the back lines. It's been a nice kill, doesn't have an ultimate to work with, so he's going to get dropped. Meanwhile, the rest of Beast Coast still trying to fight up right now. And looking over towards Frost. Frost getting chunked at, but I mean, the rest of the team coming back in. Bone 7 with the buybacks. They've got him stunned up. K1 might be actual target right now as the X-Marks comes in, but in comes the Skewer, saving the day. The BKB on the Lifestealer being triggered as they run forwards onto Gyro, who is disarmed, but now that runs out. He can turn back around. Can they dish out the damage onto K1 though? Doesn't really look like it. Chris Luck gets into Mastermind. Mastermind, no! That blink was terrible, and he might pay the price.
No.
Yes, he will. Mastermind sent to the grave. The lift up, thrown back. K1 though, still looking for the Pirate. Meanwhile, in the backlines though, Gyro, he is in a whole world of hurt.
Isolated.
Beleaguered by BC heroes, and Frost will be falling to the mid-coil. Cube trying to do anything here to save the day, but can't really do much. Steals a bound of strike, throws it back, buying himself a little bit of space.
Frost is back in.
He is, and I don't know why, trying to fight up with Chris Luck, but Chris Luck has another BKB to use. Flash on the run, Frost on the run. Should be able to escape the Wrath of Monkey right now, but still a terrible fight from Viking, all things considered. So many buybacks used for that one, so much committed, and so little gained, Gareth.
Yeah, absolute insanity again in these team fights. To start things off, this Abaddon is able to keep the Oracle alive. The double-layered save.
The only one who did any damage on this fight on Vikings was a Gyro with 12,000, which is a ridiculous amount of damage at this point in the match.
Like 8k of that.
Nothing.
8k of that is going to be just from his Aghanim's passive, the little side gunner whacking away at people. But yeah, the fact that this Beast Coast side has a double-layered support system, even triple-layered if you count the reset tools of Magnus with Skewer and RP. But it's mainly the Abaddon saving the Oracle, so Oracle can then chain into saving others, keeping the Monkey King, the Lifestealer, and everyone all alive and happy. It's just, I don't know, Viking aren't on the same page. Mastermind is going in onto targets. You've got Frost, who's, you know, kind of tentative, going in, backing out, not committing, and you have teamfight ultis on this Viking side that just aren't being used.
I mean, I think the 2 centimeter blink there from the Queen of Pain certainly highlighting that Mastermind is perhaps not playing to his full effectiveness here, I should say. Sometimes things happen. Whisper down in the bottom. Schofield. Man, they are so scary. I'm struggling to see ways for Viking to really finish this one up. They need a way to tie off this game. And I just don't see them having the mechanics. There's too much save. There's too much.
Too much everything. Like the thing Viking desperately needs is, you know, a massive Winter's Curse with more than 3 people in it. Then with Boat, Sonic Wave coming after, and Gyro just dumping damage on top. It literally has to be the wombo combo to take down this Beast Coast side once, never mind looking to progress forward into the game. And now a BKB for Gyro maybe gives him a little bit of respite in these fights, but he's still going to get X-marked into the Wukongs.
Yeah, I mean, Cube steals the Wukongs, but doesn't really do a whole lot. They're just using it for the extra armor, for the defensiveness, to take down these barracks nice and safely. And they don't care about anything as the creeps break the backdoor protection, and a lane of barracks easily claimed. No trouble at all for Beast Coast.
And this BKB Lifestealer now, he's got Rage into BKB into Rage again, pretty much consistently off cooldown. And Rubik Wukongs, it looks fancy, but it doesn't do too much damage now, does it?
I mean, at least they're ranged, so they get a lot of attacks off, but yeah, 40 damage ain't too much to be scared of. And it runs out. And Beast Coast just come back up into the high ground.
Yeah, Queen of Pain looking a little worse for wear. Orchid into Shiver's Guard. Hasn't really progressed onwards after that. 15k net worth, a solid 10,000 behind the Lifestealer, 6k behind her counterpart, the Monkey King. Things are definitely looking up for these Empower teams.
Yep. Everything has very much fallen into place for Beast Coast here. The draft is looking good. The heroes looking tanky. The saves looking available. And Frost actually popped the BKBs. Mastermind going on to the backlines again, looking for Stinger. Can they bring him down though? Yes, they can. The Sonic Wave does connect. Now, who do they look for next? Well, they're just deep in the front lines here. Beast Coast, they're looking into Frost right now, and the RP's going to hold it back as well. 2-man Wukong coming out, grabbing them down, killing them quickly. Flash on the edge of the Wukongs. They are just getting absolutely melted here. 2 more dead on the side of Viking. No buyback on the Gyrocopter. This is it. Cube with the 5-man RP, because why the hell not? The game is over anyway. It doesn't matter. Viking, they will lose their first game against Beast Coast.